Middle call!
Tom Brady, it pains Giselle to see me get hit out there, and she deserves what she needs from me as a husband, and my kids deserve what they need from me as a dad. He also added on Let's Go, we never know what's going to happen in the future. We really don't. Kobe Bryant, a friend of ours, God rest his soul. We think we're going to live forever. We're not. We think we're going to play forever. We're not. What can we do? We can enjoy the moments we have. Now, he said he's going to take some time here, not made any decisions. It feels like goodbye to hear these quotes. But I will say this. I think we should be careful, right? The way a person feels right after, a player feels right after a season.
There was a story before the game, though.
There was.
On Sunday morning. So if Tom, like you said, Tom had just said that, I saw his Jim Gray interview, the NFL radio tweeted out, I wouldn't make that much of it, but to me that story was, I just wonder, remember the story about he's going to leave New England. There were rumblings, right? So you started thinking about it. Feels like he's gone, man. Feels like he's done.
It definitely feels that way. I mean, how could it feel any other way at this point? Now, is he really going to do it?
Well, yeah, that's where maybe these next 2 weeks, he's like, I'll see you guys in training camp. But I expect his retirement to get announced in the next 2 months.
I don't think I don't get the feeling that Tom needs to leave on a make, right? Like win a championship on the way out. But I did always feel like playing until he's 45 mattered to him, and he's not 45 yet, just to prove it. But like I said on the last show, like, what does he have to prove to anybody?
Nothing.
I can absolutely see the way he feels today versus the way, like when he was 39, going up, writing it down in his diary, or his vision board, I am playing till I'm 45. And then 44-year-old Tom Brady looks at it and goes, no, this is good enough. This is good enough. Being Tom Brady
is commendable the other day. Like I know he didn't win, but I think he went out kind of on a high note.
I think it would be a hell of a way to go out. I really do.
Do you think TB12 just tweets like, I'm going to retire?
Do you think it's harder to retire if he just won the championship or just lost the championship?
If you just won it.
Because if you just won it, I agree. You think, well, can I win another one? Right? Is that, or what would be your logic?
Well, I think it's harder to retire like Rodgers. Like you still have football left. You still have something to prove. Tom has nothing to prove. You could argue Tom didn't really have anything to prove when he went to Tampa, but he proved it. He proved it. And ultimately, I think he can go to, if there's a competition of like, I was the most important guy in New England, kind of won the war. It's going to be hard for Bill to ever win another championship with Mac Jones.
Yeah, winning the one title, even if Bill wins another one, but winning the one away
we were both important, but let's be honest, it was probably 52-48 me. It wasn't 80-20, but it leans me.
Yeah, although I was watching them this week, thinking, he misses Bill. Arians does not run the operation that Bill runs.
Could be 51-49. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it could be. My thought was, would he come back with another team like, the 49ers? Would Tom go? Because here's the one thing I would say about that theory, as I was thinking about it, was I believe that's who Tom wanted to play with when he left New England. Wickersham basically wrote it. Tom to Welker, I want to come there. I'm not going to make a thing about it.
His parents,
the whole thing. He was at Candlestick for Joe Montana's last game. He was at Candlestick for Dwight Clark's catch. I do think the 49ers mean something to Tom Brady. And when Tom Brady left New England, it's like when you leave your house hoping to find a slice of pizza. That's what you want, is a slice of pizza, and the pizza place is closed, so you go next door, and it turned out you get like a 5-star steak meal, and it's a great meal. It's the filet. It was delicious. It was better than you could have imagined. But you still didn't satiate your craving for pizza. And the 49ers is what he wanted. Now, he got the championship in Tampa, but he wanted to play for the 49ers. Do I think that's going to happen? No, I'm not saying that. But I do wonder if that's any part of his thinking. I could go one more year. Once I've gone to Tampa, I can go. I'm in a Bucs uniform, for crying out loud. Look at this logo on the side of my head. You're telling me I couldn't go play for another team and try and do it again there? It just doesn't feel right now like he has that desire to
Well,
do
you'd have
that.
to
Just
ask for, you'd have to ask for a trade, and then we did this 2 years ago, and we said, don't do it, don't do it. If he says, I want to get traded there,
Don Yee.
what do you do?
I think if you're Tampa, you do it. Unlike New England.
But what could you? I'm not trading my second round pick for 1 year Tom Brady, am I? Or do you?
You trading Jimmy, and like to me, it's as simple as he's not a free agent, but I do think Tampa's in a different position than like New England would be.
Yeah.
Tampa, Tom, whatever, when you came here, we understood we would do whatever you want, so we'll help you, whatever you want to do. It actually,
would you do it? Would you do it?
Jimmy.
And just another sit for Trey Lance, another year to
yes.
develop?
If I were the Niners, I would sit Trey Lance for another year behind Tom Brady. Yes.
Would you give up Jimmy and you don't have a first, so your second round pick for Tom Brady?
Yeah, I would. He led the league in passing this year.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking badass. I think Haberman Middlecoff would sign up for that as well. So yes. But do you feel like so you think there's a chance that that's what he wants to do on his way out? Like he kind of goes full, this sounds bad, but I mean, kind of football mercenary. I mean, a little Brett Favrean, right?
Yeah.
Brett did the same shit.
Brett ultimately didn't want to play for the Jets, but had to play for the Jets so he could then leave the Jets and play for the Vikings and return the favor to the Packers, right?
So ultimately, Tom probably didn't really want to play for Tampa, but he was forced into it. But he knew it was a good situation.
It's not even that he didn't want to play there. I think he wanted to play for the 49ers. We know he wanted to play for the 49ers.
So just Jimmy, a second-round pick, and just Trey take some more notes?
Yeah. But think about this. I mean, if you're
What's
going
a
to
better
make
quarterback room, Jimmy and Trey or Tom and Trey?
Like, if you're going to sit for a year, sit behind Tom Brady. Now, am I saying that's what I think he wants? I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with a theory here. A part of it, I don't want him to go. Watching him is remarkable. But we've never heard him talk like this.
How much do you think Niners-Rams tickets would be if it's Tom Brady versus Stafford next year?
Well, what if it's like, how about if it's, Niners make the Super Bowl and then it's Thursday Night Football to open the season, Mahomes, Niners, Brady's debut? Because if you go to the Super Bowl.
Do you think the 49ers unequivocally 100% would want Tom Brady at this point?
Yes.
I do too.
Imagine that, John. You make the Super Bowl, you trade for Brady, so Brady's debut is Thursday night against the team you just played in the Super Bowl rematch. Mahomes and Andy beat the Niners by 30, and yet the Niners get to host the game somehow.
That'd be sweet.
Or
do you just go like Niners-Rams? Oh, no, I see what you're saying.
I'm saying whoever played, yeah.
Yeah. They're like, actually, we're going to manipulate the rules, Chiefs. We'll give you Sunday night. We're going to put Tom Thursday night.